I never thought I'd be addicted to drugs. I was taught that much. As a child, I was told that if I ever took drugs, I'd be dropped off at a homeless shelter with all the other degenerates who had fallen into what was described as a life of debased pleasure-seeking. Why else would people take drugs? This view was constant until some years later when I had my first run-in with mental illness. Depression with a capital D wasn't what I thought it would be. I never felt sad. Rather, it started with a simple hollowing out of all that I found meaningful. Seeing friends and family, hobbies, taking showers, all dreary work to me, with as much meaning as factoring large numbers. And as it grew worse, I started to panic. Life gets pretty difficult when just getting out of bed is a struggle. And it's not like people hadn't begun to notice how hard it was for me to maintain eye contact or fake a bit of emotion in my voice. But I couldn't do much more. That's all life was to me, an act. I faked that I cared about my work. I faked that I could have feelings for others. I even faked those unnatural smiles, contorting my face to approximate what a normal person would look like. So I did what one is supposed to do and got help, and the doctor did what he was supposed to do and prescribed me drugs. I'll cut right to the chase, though, and just tell you that they didn't work. So I tried another, and then as I declined even further, I tried another. No success. I still faked that I could have feelings for others, and eyed sunsets with the vague suspicion that I would never really appreciate them the way another person would. I continued to suffer as the anhedonia of depression turned into a more sinister feeling of near constant dysphoria. But without even knowing it, I had already taken the gateway drugs. Those antidepressants didn't touch the depression, but they did show me how much a drug can change the way you think and feel. So I put whatever willpower into finding a drug that would outperform the rest and rescue me from that phase of my life. Eventually, I tried amphetamines. Adderall, really. That hit the spot. A single pill could cut through the worst of my depression and give me a reason to keep going, at least for a day. I remembered my previous, younger, healthier self and acted that way too. How bad could it be when I could actually talk to people then? On it, I was a better student, a better worker, a better friend, a better brother. You see, when I took that pill, I could actually be who I wanted to be, rather than the empty wreck I had been. I could get my work done, I could care for others, and best of all, I actually enjoyed life a bit. How could I say no to such a change? Sure, I enjoyed the euphoria it brought, but this way, I could even have a future that didn't consist of me sleeping as much as possible while worrying my loved ones with a lack of self-care. But of course, this could only last so long. Upping the dosage only delays tolerance, but it'll set eventually. And besides, being an addict is expensive, and I could only sustain the habit for so long. I sank down to my lowest low. It's been some time since then, about a year now, and I'm fully aware I was an addict. I still crave the drug unlike anything else. But do you blame me for taking it? If a single pill could cut through your worst demons, would you not take it too? What if you saw how much your loved ones suffered seeing your decline? Would your answer change if you had to tell the doctors and parents that no, after your 10th treatment, you still felt nothing but pain? I meant the best with my self-medication, and I know other addicts do too.